In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can target your competitors' products on Amazon through paid advertising. So this video is going to show you exactly step by step how you can do this. But before we show you how you can do this, we're going to explain why. So in this particular example here, I search kettle. So uh, I've done this because I'm actually looking for a kettle right now to buy. So if you search kettle, you can scroll down and then you can find a product you like and purchase. So this is how most of the sales are made on Amazon. So you find a product that you want, you click on that product, and then you buy. However, a number of people tend to also not only just quickly go and buy that product, but they read through, they look at the description, they look at the colors that the kettle comes in, they scroll down and look at the description of the product, what to expect, and they might even scroll down further. And when you scroll to this section, for example, you got a sponsored product that shows, okay, others have also purchased this item. So you can have your ad serve here. You can't control exactly where it shows, but this is one of the placements. This is a sponsored ad. So you can pay to have your ad here. So there's that one opportunity. And then you got based on recent views, you got all of these other sponsored product placements where your ad can appear. And also here's some more as well. And the sponsored section is kind of gives you a clue as to, okay, this is the type. This is a place where your ads can appear. So what we might end up doing is we might end up looking at initially at this product comes in at $24. Got Amazon's choice. It's overall pick, looks great, but then I might be compelled to buy this particular um, um, product, this comfy product. So if I click on this this kettle comfy, and I can look at this, okay, it's priced better than the other product, I might just actually give this a go and purchase. That's how sometimes a customer's journey will go. So there's a few benefits to this. So one is if you have a compelling enough offering, whether it's price or average review rating, then it's going to come in cheaper to do ASIN targeting compared to targeting those very broad terms or those very expensive and competitive terms, because there's going to be more placement. So it's going to come in cheaper. The second thing is it's going to have more weight organically too. So if you can show Amazon when someone searches, let's say kettle, they don't buy the product that they clicked on, but they end up actually going through and finding your product and buying yours instead, it's going to hold more weight organically. It's going to show Amazon that this is the product that people need to see more often. So they're going to organically place you better. So this is some of the reasons as to why you should do this. There's no harm in targeting other products similar to yours through this type of advertising. So now let's go into, okay, how do you actually do this? So the first step is obviously having your products on Seller Central or Vendor Central. So you need to make sure that you have items that you're ready to sell on Amazon, which I'm sure the viewers here have. Once you've done that, you need to go into Campaign Manager. Once you've logged in and once you've gone into Campaign Manager, this is what it would look like. You just need to then click Create Campaign. Now, once you clicked Create Campaign, you have different types of campaigns that you can create. So you've got sponsored products, brands, display, and also TV. For this particular example, we're going to focus on sponsored products. So we want to click Continue. We'll get into these other types of advertising at a later date. Now, when you get into this section, the first thing you have to do is name the ad group. So you want to give a specific name. So we've covered naming conventions in another video, which you can find at a later date. I'll put it into the description. But you need to give it a good name. And once you've given it a name that you can easily find later on, you need to then select the product that you want to target. It's really important that you focus on one type of product, because Amazon's going to scan this to find out other variations of products that you can appear for. So for this example, we're going to click on the top item here. Okay, and now the item is in, so it's in. And if you scroll down under targeting, you don't want to choose automatic targeting. You want to go to manual. That's the place where you're going to find this type of advertising. And when you scroll down, you want to select product targeting. So you don't want to target keywords. You don't want to target terms like kettle. You want to actually just have your ads appear within the product description pages of other products. Now, once you scroll down, you've got two types. You've got category targeting and individual product targeting. Now, think of category targeting like an automatic targeted campaign. So it's kind of more of a shotgun approach where it's going to target every ASIN within that category. So you don't want to start with this. You want to go first into individual products. Now, once you click on individual products, Amazon will have scanned all of the items that you have above, and it will give you suggestions of other products that you could target. So here there's 198 products. You can easily go in and click add all, but you don't want to do that. And I'll explain why a little later. What you want to do is you want to go to enter list, and you want to just target those exact ASINs. You want to target those exact products. And the way you would find the ASIN is if I'm here for comfy, you'll find the ASIN is here. So that is the ASIN. So I could effectively copy that, place it here, click target, and you can see straight away it'll bring up all the information about that product, right? So that's the way you can uniquely identify the different products on Amazon. So you target ASIN, and then if you scroll down, you can actually exclude a brand or you can exclude products, right? So you can actually just, if you whack the ASIN in here, it will exclude them. Once you've done that, you go into campaign bidding strategy. We wouldn't recommend up and down. For now, probably down only is going to be your best bet because you don't have any data really for Amazon to then start to decide when to increase your budget. So you want to keep it dynamic down only. Scroll down. You don't need to worry about this for this type of advertising, so just ignore this section. And then you need to ensure within a campaign name, you specify that this is a product focused targeted campaign. It's not a kind of your conventional keyword target campaigns. The click-through rate is going to be a lot lower here. So there's a few things, another data points are going to be very, very different. So you want to make sure you identify exactly what that is on the top end campaign level, on the bird's eye view, when you're having a bird's eye view on this stuff. And then don't put an end date, and then give it a daily budget and create launch and then launch your campaign. Okay, so now going back to the different types of ASINs you can target. So you want to make sure you have different buckets. You want to have firstly your defense campaign. So if someone targets, like if you own Comfy as a brand, for example, you can, and if you've got a range of other kettles, you can put your ASINs into the campaign so that your ASINs then appear under the section. And we've seen this with a number of brands, and we've done this for a number of brands where you basically dominate the real estate here. So you're effectively stopping other people who have gotten to your page to then get distracted and buying other products. So this type of campaign, a defense campaign, tends to have a very good ACOS. So you want to make sure you don't target your ASINs in other types of campaigns, targeting ASINs, because it's going to skew the data. It's going to make it look like it's performing way better than it is. You can't scale this. This is just basically more of a protective measure, especially if you're spending a good amount of money through sponsored ads and other external traffic to those listings. And then secondly, competitors, which is the obvious. So, you can find all of your closest competitors and make sure that you appear just underneath and other places within that product description or that product page. So your competitors. And then lastly, items that might have been frequently bought with the kettle. Like, for example, this particular type of tea. And so this is just was not the best example, but like someone who bought this kettle tends to buy this tea. So if you owned this brand here, you can target those who are looking at this product because they might be interested in buying a different type of tea, kind of a herbal tea. So that's something to bear in mind. If you have found this video useful, we will be making more of them. So feel free to subscribe, and we'll be able to kind of keep track on the videos that we make. But also, you are very welcome to join our community on School, where we've got all of our biggest clients and also a number of thought leaders in the industry who are open to helping other brands grow their business. So come and join there. We've also got exclusive content that's just solely for that group. If you do want some support on your account, if you want us to review what you've done, feel free to either scan the QR code on this screen or click on the link below, and we'll be very happy to help. I hope you found this video useful. Have a nice day. Bye bye.